Now, Paxton and his lawyers are scheduled to be in a Harris County courtroom this time next week, August the 3rd. A hearing will be held on his securities fraud case. His hearing resets a judicial process that really started all the way back in 2015 with his indictment, but it was stalled because he tried to get it moved to his home county in Northeast Texas and some other legal maneuvering that was taking place. Paxton's attorneys released a statement when it was announced that the securities fraud case would be held in Houston, saying the timing was designed to create maximum negative press and political damage. I spoke to political analysts Mark Jones and Brian Smith about how the hearing in Houston could factor into the impeachment later here in Austin.
I think it's probably more of a fly in the ointment, but it does remind everyone that Ken Paxton's legal troubles date back a long period of time.
Politically, it is a big deal because now you're going to have really 3 trials going on. The impeachment trial, the security hearing, plus the court of public opinion that's also going to be weighing in, because in the impeachment trial, those senators are worried about their reelection bid. So for the Attorney General Paxton, this couldn't come at a worse time.
He's going to have to deal with the bar ethics charges, and he's going to have to deal with anything that emerges from the Nate Paul case.
Clearly, this shows that he's not out of the woods, regardless of what happens in September, right?
There's always the possibility that if he is impeached, both of these cases effectively go away, in the sense that the proponents of the cases would have achieved their overall objective, and that is removing Ken Paxton from office as Attorney General, the chief law enforcement officer in the state of Texas.
Even if he is innocent in the impeachment, now we know this one's going to come to trial. We've started the hearing, so he can't dodge this bullet any longer. And in a worst case scenario for the Attorney General, he's found guilty by the Senate and guilty on the security hearings or the securities. And that means he would lose his office and also go to jail potentially for a very long time.
You know, all these cases, Ken Paxton's in the hot seat, but is the Republican Party really on trial here?
Those members of the Republican Party in the Senate, they're definitely on trial, and they're on trial with their political base, because there's a lot of Ken Paxton support out among the Republican Party.
I think what it's foreshadowing problems more in November of 2024 in the presidential election, in the sense that candidates like Donald Trump and Ken Paxton may be able to win primaries, but in competitive general elections, they're going to have more trouble.
And if he does survive, it'll be almost a legal miracle and definitely a political scar that he's going to have to carry forever.
With that said, take a look at this. The state Senate already being prepared for that September 5th impeachment trial. Images of the chamber sent to Fox 7 by our good friend Scott Braddock with the Quorum Report, showing a stand in the front part of the room where questioning will be done. There's also a witness box over there to the left, as well as tables for Paxton's defense team and the House prosecutors.